so relieved. Like I'm holding him. You know,
Finally
he
got
latched
baby
for like
finally.
5 minutes when he was first born onto her, for, like to try breastfeeding.
Yeah.
And the nurse told me that if he doesn't eat after 4 or 5 hours, that's when you should be concerned. He should be eating every 2 3 hours, whatever. You had a baby, I'm sure you know this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So had him at 10, 11. It goes on to being 4 a.m., almost 5 a.m. He hasn't eaten. No one's came in and checked him. No one's came in and asked no questions. So I remember the nurse saying it to me. So I go get him, and I'm like, he still hasn't ate nothing. He's not even waking up. Like, you know when your iron low or something,
so
and you fight in your sleep, and you like not. He wasn't active at all. He just like squirming around time to time. So they check his glucose levels.
Mind you, during all this, we switched rooms. So they made us leave that room that we were in to go into the recovery room. So it's like a lot going on. We're new parents. This is 3:30 in the morning, and he hasn't ate. We've told you, like, bruh. Mind you, this is a black lady.
The first black nurse we've had.
Trash. Didn't speak. Came in, was like, okay, I'm gonna just do what I need to do. Like, are you gonna like help? Like, you're being mute. Like, I don't like that. I don't like when people come in my room and just it's mute, because you're doing assessments on me and you're not telling me what you're doing. I don't like that. That's just not practice. So then we get to the other room, and she finally decides to check him and check his levels, right?
Minimum of 43. His levels were at a 28.
They shot my baby, and then they fed him. Thank God he was okay.
It is all types of neglect and crazy going on, when in all reality, we had the baby. Y'all need to do what y'all need to do, because we trying to go home. Like, there's no...
Literally, I don't have to be here.
He was healthy through all this. Healthy. Came out, no problems, no nothing. Their motto in this hospital is basically, I'm the nurse, so you can shut up. Like,
yeah, no, seriously.
Like, you're not a nurse, so you don't know what you're talking about. But I got the common sense and intelligence.
Like, they literally just neglecting us the whole time. So they didn't give my baby a bath till the last day. They didn't give him a circumcision till the last day, because my doctor had came in that morning, the day like we were supposed to leave, and she told me, she's like, oh, are you guys ready to go home? I'm like, hell yeah, let's pack up. Like, I'm ready to go. I
was asleep. I ain't hear none of this.
Yeah, he was asleep. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna leave a great time, like get home good, you know. I'm ready to be home. Then he overhears them saying, well, the baby's not going home. And I'm just like, what?
Like,
why?
Basically, she's discharged, but the baby is not.
Which, as a first-time mom, I did not know that I have a doctor and the baby has a doctor.
We didn't talk to a pediatrician until the 5th day, the day
we was leaving.
It was finna be a 6th day, but they did it by the book, the 48 hours or whatever. Mind you, none of this was communicated to us. The pediatrician didn't come until the last day where all this conflict came.
The only reason we had to wait was because I had that infection. So they had to like keep checking his levels. That way he didn't go home and become sick, and then we had to bring him back. But they never told us that until that day. I was so hurt. Like, I was crying. I was just ready to go home because I just didn't want to be here. You will think after somebody has a child, you want to take the best care of them. And as these females, they're probably mothers. Like, why would you want to be treated like that? Like, I just don't get it. Like,
unnurturing delivery nurses.
I had one
you
nurse.
Could imagine.
One nurse that actually was like, okay, she's interested in us. She wants to see him doing better, so that way we can go home. She's asking us, have we ate? Like, are we good? Like, she always came in and like checked on us, and I had to have her switch with another nurse because another black lady.
This one in particular was time for her to retire. I'm talking about old as a tree stump. Like, time to go. And this is what set it off where she had to go. Yeah. She was getting an iron transfusion into her blood because she had lost over a liter
of blood.
A liter of blood at delivery. So they were trying to add some more iron into her blood and whatnot through the IV. So this lady had used the IV that was hanging on her arm for a couple of days and just hooked right back up to it. And it had to been in wrong or something because the shit was spilling out her hand.
Yeah.
So I'm telling the lady,
I'm like, this is just
something's
hurting.
wrong. She said it's burning and all type of shit. So I go tell the charge nurse that she just told y'all about what's going on, because the lady's just standing on her computer. She not even paying no mind. She's like, okay, still standing there for 5 minutes. I'm like, hell no, I'm going out here to talk to the lady at the desk. I'll tell her somebody else come in who clearly more experienced, and she look over there at the IV monitor and all that and was like, what are you doing? Like, are you sure you got this? Da, 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 da. So she go over there and check it herself. She had the iron pumping at a rate of 167. Whatever solution they have, that was also pumping at a rate of 167. So the lady says one of them supposed to only be pumping at 30, and the other one's supposed to be pumping at 167. Both of these were pumping at 167, which was causing it to burn. I don't know completely how that works before all y'all in the medical field. What I just said, that should make perfect sense to y'all. But basically, it's like, man, I could have hooked this up with a YouTube tutorial if we wanted everything to be wrong. Like, we got good insurance, all that, and y'all just fucking up. Like, we just, you know what I'm saying? So,
I'm very thankful to say that I am alive and that we have this beautiful baby sitting right here. So that is like the best thing of all this. We're living out here being parents.
Yep. And we got a video coming to y'all soon, and we will be talking about how it has been for us so far, 1 month into parenthood.
Yes, because it has been a great time.
Moral of the story is,
don't go to Seton Medical Center.
Man,
in Harker Heights, Texas.
Do some research on what you actually about to be facing when you get to these hospitals and what kind of hospital you're going to. Mind you, this hospital is closing down, the labor and delivery part, which, you know, that threw us off a little bit, but that wasn't, you know, thrown out there until about a month before it was time to have the baby. So we like, okay. I mean, they still gonna be open when it's time to have the baby. Everything been smooth this far. All the appointments been smooth this far. Then it's time to go into labor and delivery, and everything took a complete turn. So it's just crazy. But we got our baby boy. It was all worth it because he's healthy, beautiful, looking like his dad.
I think he looks like me too.
Looks like a perfect mixture.
Yeah, he do.
But I love it. We couldn't have asked for nothing better. I'm just happy that everything came along, you know. It's a stressful process. I didn't push the baby out, but I was right there by her side the whole time.
Gosh.
And all I can do is be stressed out because there's nothing I can do but get on y'all ass because y'all ain't doing what you're supposed to do. And in the end, it worked. So I'm glad it did work out. I got my little man. I love him so much. Hopefully this gives y'all an idea of how that whole experience went being in the hospital with her first child.
If you guys have like any type of questions or just, you know, ask us down below. I would love to answer them because I know a lot of people are gonna ask questions because this is crazy.
We are full-fledged giving YouTube our all. Like, life has been very stressful everywhere. Through this whole process. 2022, we got married, going on a cruise on our honeymoon, and I'm trying to have a baby. Like, I'm trying. It's been months and months and months not pregnant. So, you know, that's stressful in itself. Then just the whole pregnancy, her having, you know, hives and the most abnormal things, like no vomiting the whole pregnancy, not through nothing, nothing, never vomited. But you getting stuff like hives and all type of shit, and it's just like, we're just ready to have the babies. Then now we've had them, or she's had them, and we have them.
You said we have them,
and just make my spirit feel so uplifted. We got our baby boy here, and life's great.
First boy in the fam.
It was bound to be me. I had to bring the real nutsack around. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yep. But hopefully you guys, I'm not gonna say enjoyed our story. Hopefully it was entertaining for y'all.
And hopefully you guys take notes from it.
Yes. And
just don't get induced. Don't be like me. I was trying to have them, just get them out, you know. I mean, couldn't wait.
Not really, because that was the right thing to do. Yeah.
No, a lot of people.
I mean, he was only 2 hours away from being born on his actual due date. So.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
That's the story, you guys.
If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Comment down below. Hit the notifications bell. If you haven't already, I don't know why this would even be a question, but hit the subscribe button.
Literally.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button. Like the video. Comment down below. I don't care what you say. I'm going to be reading the comments, so just comment down something below. I'm going to read it. I'm going to get back to you. We're going to come back to y'all with a video if it's a question. Just take heed to it. Keep it in mind.
Yes.
Whatever. But y'all part of the family now. We're bringing y'all along, and I'm glad that we have someone to share this whole experience with and to grow with, because it's only up from here. Like, back and better than before.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
That's it. That's all.
Just like that.
He said it.
We out.
Peace.